Taylor Swift's best songs totally connect with characters from The Office. Here's your deep dive into characters from The Office and the way they relate to some of Taylor's most attention-grabbing lyrics. Michael Scott, Shake It Off. Michael is a prime example of a boss who likes to keep things light and amusing as much as possible. In this song, Taylor sings about players playing games, and Michael definitely dealt with colleagues playing in his face. Taylor also sings about haters hating, and Michael most definitely dealt with that too. People like David Wallace gave him a hard time all the time. Taylor also sings about heartbreakers breaking hearts. Michael dealt with his fair share of heartbreak, including his failed relationship with Jan Levinson. But the chorus of the song when Taylor sings, I shake it off, is what resonates with Michael the most. Jim Halpert, Enchanted. When Jim first started crushing on Pam, she was fully engaged to a man named Roy. Jim was deeply in love with her, but the love was unrequited for years. Taylor sings, I'll spend forever wondering if you knew. I was enchanted to meet you. This is me praying that this was the very first page, not where the storyline ends. My thoughts will echo your name until I see you again. These are the words I held back, as I was leaving too soon. I was enchanted to meet you. Please don't be in love with someone else. Please don't have somebody waiting on you. Jim was patient in his pursuit of Pam while she was in love with someone else. Eventually, they ended up together. Pam Beesly, Love Story. Pam's relationship with Jim was a hugely defining factor in her character arc on The Office. Taylor sings, I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover. My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be over-dramatic and true to my lover. And you'll save all your dirtiest jokes for me. And at every table I'll save you a seat, lover. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? Jim was magnetic, just like the magnetic force of a man Taylor sings about. Jim and Pam both dealt with borrowed and blue hearts from other failed romances, as Taylor sings about also. Jim made jokes all the time, just like Taylor sings about too. And in the end, them ending up together was all's well that ends well. Dwight Schrute, You're on your own, kid. Dwight took his job at Dunder Mifflin more seriously than anything else. Taylor sings, From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. Dwight gave his blood, sweat, and tears to be the best paper salesman in the business. Andy Bernard, Wildest Dreams. Andy had a handful of wild dreams he wanted to pursue on The Office. Finding true love and making it as a performer were two that he focused on heavily. Taylor sings, Say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe, red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Andy's wildest dreams didn't exactly always work out, but he still tried. Kelly Kapoor, We Are Never Getting Back Together. Kelly's off and on relationship with Ryan was as toxic as it gets. Ryan treated Kelly like trash, and that was a true sign that Kelly lacked self-love and self-respect. Taylor sings, We hadn't seen each other in a month when you said you needed space. What? Then you come around again and say, Baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change, trust me. Remember how that lasted for a day? I say, I hate you. We break up, you call me, I love you. We called it off again last night, but this time I'm telling you. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. Kelly said that to Ryan a few times. She never really meant it, though. Creed Bratton, No Body, No Crime. Creed was constantly doing hilariously shady things, like the time he showed up to the office wearing a bloody t-shirt on Halloween. Taylor sings, I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. No body, no crime, but I ain't letting up until the day I die. Creed was always hilarious, but he ended the show getting arrested by cops, so who knows what he was really capable of. Meredith Palmer, 22. Meredith loved to party. She loved to drink, she loved to dance, and she loved to get wild at every opportunity. Taylor sings, We're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah, tonight's the night when we forget about the deadlines. It's time. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be all right if you keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I'll bet you want to. Everything will be all right if we just keep dancing like we're 22. Meredith was much older than 22, but she definitely acted like she was still in her early 20s. Oscar Martinez, You Need to Calm Down. Oscar was outed as a gay man at work before he was comfortable letting everyone know. But once everyone knew, he embraced his identity. Taylor sings, You just need to take several seats and then try to restore the peace and control your urges to scream about all the people you hate. 'Cause shade never made anybody less gay. Taylor's LGBTQ anthem is perfect for Oscar. Stanley Hudson, Should have said no. Stanley definitely cheated on his wife, and it led to a very messy situation in the office. Taylor sings, "You should have said no, you should have gone home. You should have thought twice before you let it all go." Not only did Stanley have an affair, but he ultimately ended up leaving his wife for his mistress. Phyllis Lappin, "You are in love." Phyllis fell in love with Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration, and they went on to get married. Taylor sings, "You two are dancing in a snow globe, round and round, and he keeps a picture of you in his office downtown, and why I've spent my whole life trying to put it into words. 'Cause you can hear it in the silence. You can feel it on the way home. You can see it with the lights out. You are in love." Phyllis and Bob's love for each other totally relates to these lovey-dovey lyrics. Ryan Howard, "I knew you were trouble." Ryan was always causing trouble, especially in Kelly's heart. Taylor sings, "He was long gone when he met me, and I realized the joke is on me. I knew you were trouble when you walked in, so shame on me now." Kelly knew Ryan was going to continually break her heart, but she kept going back for more. Angela Martin, "Lavender Haze." Angela was one of the hardest working employees at Dunder Mifflin, but she also found herself lost in the haze of love with Dwight. Taylor sings, "Get it off your chest, get it off my desk, that lavender haze. I just want to stay in that lavender haze." And, as a reminder, Angela and Dwight once hooked up on her desk. They were in a love haze together, and they were always meant to end up together. Toby Flenderson, "I can do it with a broken heart." Toby suffered from depression, yet still showed up to work every day at Dunder Mifflin to handle his job as the HR representative. Taylor sings, "I'm so depressed, I act like it's my birthday every day. I'm so obsessed with him, but he avoids me like the plague. I cry a lot, but I am so productive, it's an art. You know you're good when you can even do it with a broken heart." Toby's depression consumed him. He felt like women avoided him like the plague, but he remained productive, despite his broken heart. Kevin Malone, The Tortured Poets Department. Kevin was an eater. He enjoyed eating food whenever he could, vending machine snacks, multiple meals with Pam while she was pregnant, and his famous chili pot escapade are just a few examples of his love for food. Taylor sings, "You smoked, then ate 7 bars of chocolate." Who else in the office would be down to eat 7 bars of chocolate if not Kevin? Erin Hannon, Cardigan. Most people in the office thought of Erin as a dumb, immature, naive young woman. She was mature enough to know she deserved better than what Andy was offering her as her boyfriend, though. Taylor sings, "I knew you tried to change the ending. Peter losing Wendy, I knew you, leaving like a father, running like water. And when you are young, they assume you know nothing." People assumed Erin knew nothing because she was young. Andy left her for a boat trip, and because of that, they did not end up together. His inability to make adult decisions in his relationship cost him his love story with Erin, the same way Peter lost Wendy as Taylor sings about. What do you think of these Taylor songs in connection to the characters from The Office? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.